Amazing tips. Amazing tips. Now, sorry. Hello, and welcome back to Bra Talk with Honeylove,
the show where we talk about all things bras.
I'm Sophie, your host.
And I'm Talent, Honeylove's social media manager.
And today we're talking about hacks for big busts, specifically bra tips and styling tricks.
It's tough out there for girls with big chests. Sometimes it feels like clothes weren't even made for us.
Well, honestly, a lot of times they're not. So that's why it's important to know the right kind of bras and the right kind of tips and the right kind of styles to look for to work with your body so you're not fighting fashion. Fashion is working for you.
Ooh, you have my attention.
Okay, great. Well, let's go to the design room and learn more. I'm here with Vlada, one of our bra experts, to learn more about how to style bigger busts.
Hi guys, I'm Vlada and I'm one of the bra designers here at Honeylove.
When it comes to bigger busts, the number one best tip for styling is to find a bra that not only fits, but also adequately lifts and supports.
Exactly. So the right undergarments really are the key to your most desired silhouette, and different outfits are going to require different bras. So we have gathered the 4 most notoriously difficult to wear styles for women with larger busts. So we are going to take you through each one of those.
So the 4 outfits we're going to go through today are a button-up shirt, a V-neck shirt, a strapless shirt, and a high neck shirt. And before we dive in, remember we have all this info written up for you on our blog, so click the link in our description box to read more. All right, take it away, Vlada.
So we all know the most common issue with fitted tops is that dreaded gap that happens between all the buttons, and then you can see your bra underneath.
Yes, I know this problem extremely well. I've pretty much avoided tops like this since I got boobs, so I'm very curious to hear your tips.
Yep. Let's get into those. So the best bra for this type of outfit is going to be a minimizer bra. And a minimizer bra is going to really help to redistribute your tissue and kind of flatten you out a little bit, even though you're keeping your natural shape, but you're just not gonna have all of that forward projection, which can really cause that gaping in between the buttons. So as far as clothing goes, look for shirts that have a bust dart. So that's going to be a little seam that's sewn into the fabric to really help shape the top of the blouse. And that way your breasts can kind of sit in that area. In addition, if you look for something that's a little more tailored at the waist, this will also just allow you to kind of show off your figure, and you're not going to have all that volume that's distracting to your body. And then another tip that we love to do is, in order to kind of help close up those gaps in between the buttons, is you can put fashion tape in between, or even a pin if you feel like the tape isn't going to be strong enough for you. So just be a little wary of poking holes in your fabric, but those are going to be some great tips for looking amazing in a button-up shirt.
So now you're back wearing a minimizer bra, which is hopefully going to take down that projection just a little bit. And if it doesn't do the full job, we have fashion tape, and I will show you how to put the fashion tape on to take some of that gapping out of your shirt. Let's do it. Okay, so go ahead and give it a button up and we'll see where we are. A little bit. Okay, cool. So we have a little bit of an improvement, but we still need a little more help getting rid of that gap. So what you'll do is take fashion tape, which is a girl's best friend, peel off one side, and you'll stick it right here where the gap is. All you'll do is just kind of rub on the garment a little bit to secure the tape, and voila, gapping be gone. So we're back with Taylor wearing a slightly different button-up shirt. And this one actually has darts like Vlada was mentioning. And the really cool thing about darts is you will be able to get a closer fit to your body around the waist, and then the fabric will actually be a little more voluminous around the bust. So this is a really flattering shape for someone who wants to have a little bit of waist definition in a button-up shirt. And as you can see too, having that extra volume on the top is preventing that gapping, which we had in the other shirt. Amazing tips. Now let's dive into V-neck shirts.
Okay, so V-neck shirts can kind of become an issue if your goal is not to have a ton of cleavage. So they are very flattering because that lower neckline kind of breaks up the proportions on your body. So if you have a larger chest, it's easy to kind of have it become very va-va-voom quickly if you don't have the right undergarments and styling.
I feel like people are always telling bigger chested women to wear this kind of style, but I know from experience that, yeah, things can get a little out of line. There's definitely a thin line between showing a bit of skin and feeling like you're being inappropriate at the office.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very much a fine line, but we'll show you guys how to style it perfectly. So if minimal cleavage is your goal, then you're going to want something that separates and doesn't add a lot of bulk. So an unlined bra is going to be perfect for this style because it's going to really kind of work with what you already have and not add that additional volume. So you're not going to get all that cleavage coming through the V-neck. And then additionally, a little kind of hack that we like to do is either taping or even pinning your bra in the center front gore there in between your breasts to your blouse so that it doesn't kind of peek through when you're moving around or leaning over.
Okay, now we are trying out the V-neck top. And as you can see in her regular bra, you're getting quite a bit of cleavage, which is not necessarily a bad thing if that's a look you're going for, but it's not probably something that you want 24/7. So we're going to try this top on with a different bra option underneath that's going to tone down the cleavage just a bit so you can have a look that you're more comfortable wearing on a more regular basis. So now we are back with Taylor wearing an unlined bra underneath the V-neck shirt. And as you can see, her cleavage is much more minimized. So with an unlined bra, as we mentioned, it's all you. You're not getting more, you're not getting less. You're just kind of getting exactly what you're working with, and your cleavage isn't being pushed up. You're just getting support from the underwire. So how do you feel?
So much better.
Awesome. Well, you look great.
Thanks.
Fabulous. Now on to strapless tops.
Ah, yes, notorious strapless tops. So they can actually be really quite flattering on a larger chest, but the main issue is that they're kind of hard to wear a bra with, and honestly, they're a little tricky to keep in place.
Yes, I love a strapless top, but the rolling is enough to make you never want to wear one again.
It does make you a little crazy.
So I'm super excited to hear what your tips are.
Okay, so one of the tricks here is to find a strapless bra that really works with your body. And so the best elements to look for are going to be a band that fits you really tightly because that's going to be giving you all that support. And in addition, there are a lot of strapless bras that have a little bit of silicone on there, so it really kind of helps grip your skin and keep everything up. Another thing is to make sure that the cups fit you really well because that is also going to give you a great neckline and you're not going to feel like you're spilling out of the top that you're wearing.
Okay, great. So what about the different things you should look for in the clothing styles?
So as far as styling goes for strapless tops, fashion tape can really kind of be your best friend here because you can adhere your bra to the top and prevent that dreaded roll down that we were just talking about. And then if you are looking for a strapless top, make sure to look for something that maybe even has some corsetry elements, like some boning. So that'll really help kind of the structure of that top and it just helps keep it up on your body. And then lastly, if you're looking for strapless tops, look for some that have the bra built in already. So this really is going to be very easy. You just kind of pull it on, it's already there, and you have a lot less issues to deal with.
Alrighty, so we're here with Taylor in a tube top. Now, how are you feeling in this tube top without any bra or without any support?
Not the most comfortable.
Do you wear a lot of tube tops?
Literally never.
So what are some reasons that you don't wear a tube top?
I think that they are not supportive. I love the idea of being able to show my shoulders, but I just can't imagine walking around all day with nothing but a tube top on.
Yeah, it leaves a little support to be desired.
Yeah.
Well, we have some really creative solutions, so I'm excited for you to try them today, and let's see if you like anything.
Okay.
So now we are back with the same top, but we've added a bra underneath. It's definitely giving you more support, and it's probably more comfortable for you to wear.
Totally.
But it's still not quite giving you the support that you need. The shirt is very flimsy. The fabric is really prone to rolling. And there are definitely better options on the market that have support structures built in that I think you'll like a lot more.
Yeah, I'd love to try them.
All right, so we are back with a much more substantial tube top. This top specifically has a lot of really great support elements built in. For starters, you have this boning running up and down the sides of the garment, which is really great for support and adding structure. And then you'll also have little adhesive strips at the top of this garment that will grip to your skin. On top of that, this fabric is much more substantial, it's compressive, and it's probably not gonna roll down. So how do you feel wearing this tube top?
So much better. Totally different.
This is awesome. I feel like you could totally spend your day in this top. You're not gonna be pulling it up or pulling it down. And it's actually giving you a lot of coverage. It's still a little sexy at the top, which, you know, is great for a tube top. That's kind of the point. But you're not gonna be, you know, all girls.
Yes, way more comfortable in this. I like the length too. I feel like it's classier.
Yeah, great. Well, you look amazing.
Thanks.
Alrighty, we have made it to the end. Our final piece is a high neck shirt. Vlada, let's dive in.
Okay, so one of the main issues with a high neck shirt is just the amount of surface area it covers. So it could kind of look like your breasts are starting up really high and add a lot of that visual bulk that we don't want.
Yes, I know this well because one of my favorite things in the world to wear is a big sweater, but that can get really dangerous because it's tenting out on my body and making me look a lot bigger than I am intending.
Yeah, exactly. So the best bra option here is going to be a minimizer. And because it compresses your breast tissue and just kind of redistributes everything while keeping your natural shape, it's great because you won't get all that projection and kind of bulky look like we were just talking about, so you're not going to tent out of your blouse. In terms of styling for this kind of top, we really want to emphasize the waist. So think something that's fitted, something with a belt, you really kind of want to break up those proportions on your body. And then another little trick is to do kind of some color blocking, especially working with some sheer fabrics. So for example, pairing a sheer top with something that's more opaque on the bottom, you're still getting that coverage, but visually you're gonna have a little bit of skin showing. So again, it's kind of breaking up those proportions for you.
So we are back with Taylor wearing a high neck top. Now, admittedly, Taylor is kind of rocking this. So, I think when it comes to high neck tops, the reason why people may not like them if you're slightly bustier is because you're getting this uninterrupted line of fabric that starts all the way up at her neck and goes down her silhouette. So your eyes are basically going right here, which is fun sometimes, and other times, maybe not something you want to emphasize. So we have some tips for how to combat this. Let's find out. Okay, so we are back with Taylor in a slightly different high neck top. Now, what's really cool about this is that the top is sheer, so you're getting the opaqueness from the tank that we've layered underneath, and you're getting some sheerness up here to break up the line. So this can be a really flattering option if you still want that high neck coverage, but you don't want all the attention to be on your chest. How do you feel?
Love it.
Is this something you would wear?
Yes. It's my favorite.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Vlada, for these amazingly helpful tips. What was your favorite? Do you have any tips and tricks of your own? Leave your feedback in the comments, and thanks again for watching.
Thanks.
Thanks so much for watching Bra Talk with Honeylove.
If you need more information, go ahead and click the link below.
Got questions, comments, feedback? Leave it in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.
And as always,
Just say no to bad bras.